Holy ball of chain. Hey, how's everybody going? How's it all doing? How's it this? How's it that?
The views, opinions, and representations expressed are those of the hosts, guests, and participants, and are not necessarily those of or endorsed by the management, other hosts, or advertisers of the network. The show is found on the
Manwich,
the regular, original.
dig in, guys.
can, but do not necessarily promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only.
Only.
And are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. Good evening, or morning, depending on your time zone. From the Pacific to the Atlantic to you worldwide. Get yourself a cup of java and find a comfy, easy chair. And get ready for my Manwich on
Podcast
Talk Radio After Dark. And now,
It's rich.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Ta-da. Hey, how's everybody doing today? I hope fine. I'm not going to use the word fabulous for one. If I have a problem with my lip, that's because I just came from the dentist and the fix have still not wore off, evidently. Well, I would talk about Trump today and what's happened. You know, this is a January 10th video I'm putting out, also alive, but I'm not going to get political. For many of you who've already covered my channels, you know that I am a Trumper. I'm a Trumper. And I do lean conservative. But having said that, today's video is the gays. Yesterday's video was the GAYS. Having said that, let's get into it.
LGBTQIA, I'm gay, it's not a phase. I was born this way, meaning I can't change. LGBTQIA,
Okay.
I'm gay, it's not a...
Now I know what happened to the Power Rangers. Although he's supposed to be the Black Ranger.
Well, right now, a pastor serving at Prince of Peace in Pickerington is making history. History he hopes to continue through his congregation and beyond. 10 TV's Ashley Barnanson has Pastor Douglas Grace's message.
Oh, I can barely stop crying.
Pastor Douglas Grace says it's hard to dry his eyes as he cries tears of joy. Originally from Coshocton, Grace has made his way back to his home state. He most recently served in Washington, D.C. After 33 years in ministry, he is now officially ordained and says he's the first openly gay pastor in the Presbyterian Church in Greater Columbus.
It's okay to be who you are, and it's to be inclusive, and it's to be loving, and it's to be missional.
Grace says,
Now, are we to be loving as Christians? Yes. I forgot everything else he just said. But this is certainly not biblical nor the teachings of Christ. Having said that,
it was encouragement from a spiritual mentor who helped him make peace and share his sexual identity with the faith community.
Bishop Kelly said, if you're going to be a peacemaker, you got to be at peace.
While some continue to ask,
can you be gay and a man of faith?
no.
Yes.
No, you can't.
I don't even know how to respond.
That's hypocritical.
Faith is what
That's
brought
like
me
that's an
out of the
oxymoron.
closet.
Grace says he is building his congregation
You
on
can't
love
be fat
above all
and thin at
else.
the same
It's
time.
not
Can't be tall
about
and short.
This political and politics and things. It's like, have you actually read the Bible?
He says
That's
his
what I'm
100 plus
thinking.
congregation
Has
is
he
focused on
actually
nurturing
read
the community
the Bible?
from what he calls the COVID coma, fighting discrimination and serving those in poverty, together as one.
Jesus said, you got to be one. We have to be one.
Reverend Grace tells me with Intel making Central Ohio its new home base, he hopes to bring even more people into his inclusive congregation who are looking to grow in their faith.
Where do you think that the explosion of population and explosion of the need to be spiritually grounded is? Right here in Pickerington, Ohio.
He says he hopes this is a big step for the faith community, but there's still a lot of work to be done.
Why do you still get teary-eyed, do you think? Like, what thoughts come to you?
Because of the hope. I mean, the hope and the fear that it's going to be taken away again.
In Pickerington, Ashley Bornanson, 10 TV News.
Man, no one's going to take nothing from him.
Come with me for my first Pride Parade with my two moms in New York City. Seeing all the rainbows,
I thought
the
that
joy,
was a dude
the
and a chick.
excitement, hearing all the music, the freedom of expression, seeing other kids be themselves or support, it was absolutely an amazing experience. Come with me for my first Pride
And that's
Parade
how they
with
get
my
'em,
two
ladies and
moms in
gentlemen.
New York City.
They get 'em when they're
Seeing all the
young.
rainbows, the joy, the excitement.
My name is John Paul Kane. I am a school teacher currently teaching kindergarten. I'm also a drag performer.
That's crazy.
So Drag Queen Story Time, it's just a wonderful time for me to be able to bring my love of working with kids with my performance. I've always been very sort of creative and dramatic. I don't know, there's just something that's kind of magical in the transformation. I know I'm still me. Ultimately, my kids They influence a lot of the style of how Faye has evolved over the last 10 years. The music that I choose, the sort of brightness to the colors,
This puts
of
a
the
whole new
costumes I
meaning
wear.
to the bearded
So if anything,
lady.
the kids have inspired her more than I would say anything else. When you think about it, really, bringing drag performers together with little kids is kind of a perfect relationship. And it's kind of like drag
Only
performers are
in
clowns,
America,
right? Like they really
to that
sort
extent,
of, they
I
play
believe,
things
my
out. They're
opinion.
over the
I don't know,
top.
my world is this big.
They're like a cartoon come to life.
And no, that was not a heart. My world is this big. And no, that was not the Illuminati symbol. My world is this big.
Welcome to Faye and Fluffy's story time. Reading is fun, demental. I'm hoping what the kids get out of coming to story time is an opportunity.
Hopefully that little girl gets a front tooth.
See that things that are different aren't scary. That things that are different are amazing.
Are you telling me that I
That's
should
kind
hug
of
Godzilla?
what's so incredible
He's
about the reading is that you get
crushing
families
my city
from all sort of backgrounds and experiences and relationships and gender identities
I'm white,
and everything.
but white people are good
to
for
see
this.
that diversity
White people
in
do
people
this
is
all the
what
time.
needs
They'll
to be
bring their
celebrated.
kids to all
and
kinds
the more
of
that we're
functions.
exposed to that, the more comfortable we become with each other. The grassroots aspect of what this is that you're giving these little morsels of stuff to these kids who are really honestly some of the most powerful teachers that are out there in the world. So I'm hoping that it's like, you know, dropping a stone in the pond
or
and then it
F-bomb.
just ripples out.
This one's really going to get you guys.
'Cause after all this time, I'm still into you. I should be over all the butterflies.
Dude, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
'Cause after all this
That is-
time, I'm still
That's,
into you.
what can I say? That's
I
that's
should be
that.
over all the butterflies.
That's, man. I'll tell you that sadly enough, that guy puts a lot of chicks to shame. I'm just saying.
Up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
In the 83 years since Superman arrived on planet Earth, the Man of Steel has fascinated fans.
I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you? Today,
dude.
a Daily Planet type headline. DC Comics released this image, igniting a frenzy.
This is
John
crazy,
Kent,
man.
Lois Lane and Clark Kent's son coming out as bisexual in celebration of National Coming Out Day.
For a long time, we've been telling the same cis white male
And this
story
is
over
why
and over again, and
DC's
queer
movies
characters have
suck.
been in the mix, but we've been
Except for
serving
Batman.
these
Well,
stories.
actually,
this
even
is part
Batman
of a pattern
now.
on how popular media treats any marginalized group. You know, first queer characters, we were the villains, and then we were the victims, and then we're the sidekicks, and now finally we can start to be the hero of our own stories. That's the goal here.
And just like his dad fell for Lois, John is enamored with a reporter. The young John Kent's romance is chronicled in an upcoming issue of the comic book. Release date, November 9th. The reporter, Jay Nakamura, is a shoulder for John to lean on when the pressures of being a Superman himself now becomes emotional kryptonite. The relationship then goes up, and away.
There are so many people
One
reaching
more
out
video after that, and
in
that's it,
so
okay,
many
guys?
different languages saying what this means to them.
As the prescient original Caped Crusader once said, the only way to change the
Okay,
world
guys.
is to quit thinking it's a job for Superman. Real power lies in your own hands. Kerry Sanders, NBC News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by
And with that said,
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
he just dropped the mic there. that means you're gay. Ice-T said it, not me. Well, having said that, here's another one for the books. I'll let you all go. You guys and you ladies have a good night. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm now on Twitch. I'm back on Twitch. I wasn't on Twitch before. I had been, let's say this, I was on Twitch. My account was terminated back when I had my podcast. Now I'm back on Twitch. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Spotify. I'm on iHeart Radio, Amazon Music, Podcasts, whatever, Amazon. And what else am I on? I'm on Rumble. Good night.